Um, so, just moving on to one of the final topics for the discussion is creating the phygital ecosystem. As we know, and to Team DIC, phygital is the future for major platforms like MYB and um, the platforms to achieve mass outreach. But creating a phygital ecosystem for MYB Mera Yuva Bharat uh, is evolving the user experience of the youth. So, like Mr. Vishnu said, that the MYB platform does not have to be a traditional website sort of a platform, because it attracts the age category of 15 to 29. And the Gen Z generation does not want to engage more on a website portal, but more on an app-driven portal, making the user experience more hands-on. So before the launch, a suggestion from our side, if we can also have an app version for the MYB platform, which will increase the acceptability, accessibility, and also the adaptability of the portal to in the age category of 15 to 29. When we go phygital, the MYB platform is a platform where the demands of the youth need to be met. So phygital is being physical and digital at the same time. So physical interaction of the youth also needs to be paid attention, while as well meeting the needs and demands of the youth through the digital platform and interface, which the platform provides in terms of skill development, job seeking, and other areas in a more integrated manner. So what will make the MYB platform more phygital is it should and must concentrate on the ease of use. If you look at the most amazing government platforms like the UPI, the acceptability and the traction is because of the ease of use. The more easy the platform is user friendly, the more traction that that the platform will have, and that is proven by track record. Right. So, I mean, just to put the MYB platform in a more on a business context. The customer here is the youth. It needs to have their demands met across all the channels, and that will improve the acceptability of the portal. Now, in terms of the portal acceptability, in terms of phygital sense, the basic example of a successful phygital evolution is the kiosk. You know, every city or every college can have a MYB kiosk where problems can also be answered by a physical professional, as well as guidance also can be met through digital enabling. So there is a physical interaction, plus there is a digital guidance as well. Second is through mobile applications. If the application, like I mentioned, can be turned into an app-based platform, it will improve the engagement of the customer, that is the youth, in participating more with their questions, with their problems, and through AI-powered conversations. I'm not necessarily telling a chatbot, but AI-powered conversations in terms of recognizing where they're coming from, what are their needs, what are they really looking at, and then giving them suggestions based on their profile and their skill sets, etc. So basically, a more phygital ecosystem can be built through linkages through different government portals, like the NCS, which is a fantastic portal, the National Career Service portal, but it is not thoroughly used. It is a great job seeking and a mentorship portal which is established by the government, but the traction on the portal can be increased by linking it to the MYB portal. Linkages to ONDC, which is the upcoming traction in terms of digital commerce, where rural youth and also the youth which have ideas can participate in the ONDC. So basically, creating linkages to already successful government platforms which are already there, which are a bit not aware. MYB can play a very critical aspect in bridging and being a one core platform to all the portals which help the youth from ideation to job to skill sets to career guidance and more. Right. One more point is the MYB platform is a freedom of choice, and where the portal can be there to meet the choices and demands of the youth. So whatever the youth comes up with in terms of a problem statement, like Mr. Vishnu mentioned, it the portal can answer it in terms of providing mentorship, providing linkages to the relevant departments, and making sure that both physical and digital interaction is met. One problem where a phygital ecosystem might not work is on the rural side, because the access of technology, the acceptance of going beyond cash is a bit less. So if the phygital ecosystem or the NYB platform can penetrate through the villages, more on the deepest rural sectors of India, it would be of great help. That is a regulatory barrier which must be informed and must be corrected. So just to encapsulate all the points for phygital success, both physical and digital, one is major attention of ease of access to the database, the ease of access of the entire platform. What makes a UPI more lucrative and easy to use is the overall nature of the app, which is very easy. So the ease of access will definitely gain traction. Online convenience and hassle-free query solving, which can happen through AI-powered conversations through the app or the platform. Physical assistance also must be made available in terms of kiosk or in terms of booths, at least in the initial stages, so that the youth get accustomed to the MYB platform. A very strong emphasis on the UA brand itself. I think brand building here plays a lot of emphasis on collaborations, on linkages. That is where partnership, if more emphasis is given on brand building as a platform and a portal, partnerships and collaborations with companies become very, very easier, and tie-ups with government organization, just add to its success. Gamification, which will involve both the physical and digital ecosystem to play a very key part, and gamification of the portal itself can gain more traction, making the MYB platform as a part of everyday lifestyle. For example, when I say AI, voice today plays a very big role in our day-to-day lifestyle. So if the MYB platform can really put in, say, my Alexa, what is my skill set level looking today? What is my career progression? The UA portal must answer through Alexa saying that this is what it is. So making UA portal a part of everyday lifestyle in terms of a one-stop shop for the youth. If the youth has a query, UA portal is the answer, and not go to any other different separate portals. So I think that's how phygital success would happen if possible parameters are met, as we all have mentioned. Right? Thank you so much. Mr. Vishnu would like to add.
Ma'am, we have given you a lot of critical feedback and ideas, but we'd also like to give you one offer in terms of how to take this forward. India has 766 districts, if I'm right. YI is present in close to 65 chapters, 65 to 70 chapters. So if the Ministry of Youth Affairs is ready, we'd like to champion the cause. If each chapter can take up, say, 10 districts, we can help you in terms of getting it to the grassroots. In term, how do we take the sign-ups? Because we have a vast network of colleges. Incidentally, colleges are also, our stakeholder is also called UA, and Talar, which is our schools. And the easiest way is we set up one kiosk that was mentioned in every district collectorate. If we are able to set it up, and YA can help spearhead these initiatives across the country, at least to start with in 75 locations, in each of our chapter locations. And this will be a great platform to drive it. And as we go, we can also scale up. This is one point that you can take up to your board also, and we'd like to discuss this on this further. Yeah, we can open it out. Any more suggestions? Ma'am, hope you are with us still.
Yes, sir, I'm here with you only.
Perfect. So we are ready to take it up. So if after your discussions the ministry is ready, we'd like to have further discussions on how to do it. And the easiest way is, like I mentioned, set up a kiosk, man it in every district collectorate, and make sure the colleges come in, the NGOs come in, and the schools come in, the companies come in, and that's how we drive traction for this.
Right, sir. I will definitely put it things to my management and hope the thing would work out further. So probably it's up to their decision only. But yeah, I will definitely put in my notes for the same.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vishnu. Ma'am, so I just wanted to add a few more things based on all of the interesting critiques that have come out. We just thought we will build up on this as a group discussion and add more points as we see fit. So coming back to the idea of having ambassadors, so I think there can be ambassadors or champions at multiple levels. So when you have student ambassadors, it will give them an opportunity to show their leadership skill. So student ambassadors will be the grassroots driving level force that can reach out, because I think students are very comfortable when such a suggestion comes from another student. So I think having very good student ambassadors will be a big factor in the expansion of this platform. I think the other perspective is that we can have faculty ambassadors, but I think we should also bring in some very famous celebrity professors or celebrity people who are part of the education system. If we can bring in those faces and show that they have basically given their support and backing for the Mera Yuva Bharat portal, I think that will also go along a long way. India has so many amazing professors across multiple great institutions. So I think it is also an opportunity for them to come forward and be recognized. And I think we should definitely look at honoring them and also associating with them for our platform. When we talk about skilling and bridging the gap between academia and industry, it is very important to have champions from the industry as well. So we can also look at having industry champions or industry ambassadors. So this can be routed through CII or can be routed through any other body, wherein different industries have different champions. So for example, textile industry, there's Mr. So-and-so is the champion. And let's say for the retail industry, there's another champion. So that their feedback and their subject matter expertise and knowledge can be a big driver in terms of how we skill our students. So industry champions or professors. And we can also look at, however we look at it, today I think the youth of India are easily swayed by celebrities, whether it is a cricket person or an actor from Bollywood. So I think there are a lot of good programs that have been pushed by the government of India through advertisement, through these brand ambassadors, whether it be for the Swachh Bharat or whether it be for the sports mission through MS Dhoni. I think it is important to identify some sort of a famous celebrity that all of the youth, whether it is urban or rural youth, look up to, so they can also have a name to the portal. So I think it's important to play with familiarity here, and having a famous person endorse our portal will go a long way. So as Mr. Neil was talking about building into AI, because AI has become a major focus for India, and it's basically the next big thing, and we need to ensure that the next generations are able to explore and exploit this AI to their benefit. So I think we need to come up with some sort of student profiling. So this is building on to what Mr. Kikani said. We need to build a student profile and a recommendation engine. So how can we think about this? So a student comes to our portal. So he mentions his current area of study. Let's say he is in the first year of engineering. He mentioned that he's in the first year of engineering in computer science engineering. And then he mentions his interest. He mentions what are his goals and targets. And then accordingly, the portal should be able to give recommendations to the student in terms of what events are relevant to that student. What are the courses that are relevant to that student? So if we can build this recommendation engine at the start, at the first interaction where the student has with the portal, I think the student will feel that this portal is actually useful, as it is pointing the student towards the right track where this student can be benefited with the maximum skilling and other great benefits from the portal. And finally, one point that I missed out in terms of skilling was that we have a lot of events that are listed in our portal, but it's also important to kind of categorize them in terms of whether they are an awareness level event, or whether they are a skill development event, or whether it's an upskilling event. Because awareness at a basic level needs to be done at the in terms of maximum volume. There needs to be a lot of awareness sessions. And once we have enough awareness, I think we then move on to the skilling with workshops and specific skilling programs. And once the skill has been established in the student's profile, I think then we look at upskilling. So how can we build on top of the existing skill and enable the student to go to the next level? So I think these are some of the points that came up as we had this discussion, and I thought I'll add it to this discussion as well. Thank you.
We have
Thank you, sir.
we have Ms. Meenakshi Gautam, I think from DIC. We'd like to hear from her as well. Her views, thoughts.
Meenakshi, are you there? So I
That's
think
okay.
Meenakshi is no more there. Basically, everyone is busy in the launch thing.
Got
So
it,
you are
got
there,
it.
Meenakshi. Okay, fine. So basically, team want to listen from you also. So I request you to please switch on your video. Meenakshi, could you please switch on your video?
Wait. There's some error. Wait.
Okay, fine, no problem.
So meanwhile, ma'am, Sona ma'am, if you have any questions, I think we can maybe address that, and hope we have addressed maybe your expectations today. And maybe if you have any questions, maybe we can continue on that.
No, sir, it was really very interesting session, and more than expectations. Basically, you have given suggestions. So actually, I just want to inform you we are about to launch in maybe in one day only. But yeah, I just try how much things we can incorporate. So I just write these things to my team also, if we can do as early as we can do, because we have deadlines accordingly. So as things were signed accordingly, we have done all our homework and all for this launch first part. So probably not, if not in this phase, then definitely we will try to incorporate most of the thing in the
Sure, ma'am. I
next
think
phase.
we would be happy to be continuously involved in your development phase. I think phase 2 we'll be certainly able to give you a lot more feedback.
Hello.
And I think Ms.
Thank you,
Meenakshi
sir.
Yes, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Thank you, sir, for giving us the suggestion. हम इसको further forward करेंगे इन positions को. 12 को already started.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay.
So is there any other thing you want to ask related to this portal also? You are really free to ask that. What all I can answer, I would do that here. So as of I have written down all the points being given by every one of you, and it is really very interesting session as well. I will try to put all these things to Mios as early as we can go ahead for the meeting as suggested by Vishnu sir, if really they are interested with. So definitely I will forward this kiosk idea to them also.
Thank you.
Yeah. So anything else if you guys want to add, you are most welcome for that.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Sonam, Mr. Abhishek, and Mrs. Meenakshi for patiently hearing our suggestions and expectations. And we are delighted and honored to be part of the ideating session for the MYB platform. I hope our suggestions and takeaways have added value to the brainstorming which you were looking at. And I can only say that the MYB platform is a fantastic gift to the youth of the nation, and we at YI call the youth as young, outstanding, unstoppable, and talented heroes. Thank you so much once again, and we really look forward to seeing the launch of the platform. And we would like to close the session out, and we would be in constant touch with you and looking forward to more updates on the portal and seeing the portal live soon. Thank you so very much. I thank the Ministry of Youth and Sports and also the entire team at DIC. And I thank the Honorable Prime Minister for launching the portal for the youth of India. Thank you so very much.
Thank you. And I have also added my email ID in the chat box. If further you have any suggestions and feedback, you can just write down to me, sir.
Thank you so very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. With your permission, I am leaving this meeting. It was really a very nice session, sir.
Wishing you all the very best for the launch and all the very best for the further plans for the portal as well. Thank you so much, Mrs. Sonam.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.